Hi, you're on Rescue TV. I am so excited to bring you Darren Palmer on the moments before the book launch of Easy Luxury.
Thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be sitting here with you.
I can't believe that it's here, the birth of the book. And what a book!
Thanks, Bahar.
Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I'm really happy. You know me, you know, we're old mates. You know I'm perfectionist.
I know,
you
that's what I'm saying. Are you happy with it?
I'm a complete control freak. And I had really high expectations of what would be delivered. And this has exceeded all of my expectations. I'm so proud of it. I'm actually quite emotional about how I feel about this. I was worried that I wouldn't be delivering something to my standard. And it's
well, it is
so
kind of like a huge bar, you know, to meet your own standard, because, you know, you're lauded nationally on the highest rating television show of being a judge of other people's standards. And in this book, what I was really amazed and appreciative of is you've actually dished the dirt. You have shared real tips, real secrets, technique, philosophies, and I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was going to be another coffee table book. It's amazing. It's a labour of love. It's beautiful.
It actually has content in it. It actually has insights into it. What I wanted to do is deliver something that anybody out there that can afford a $39.99 book can just go and get something that will help them interpret their lives, interpret their needs, and deliver something that is the best possible house that they can have.
One of the things I really love about the book is that you can go room by room, or you can go theme by theme. So, you know, you can renovating your whole home isn't your project. Maybe you just want to bring some warmth and, as you said, easy luxury into your bedroom. And you can kind of dip in and out of the book and do what your budget can allow, do what your time can allow. And then you can return to it and say, you know what, I'm ready for a full renovation of my bathroom, and I'm going to follow these principles.
You're talking from experience. You're ready for your
own. I'm ready. I'm ready. He won't do my house. I've tried to negotiate this.
Not even for a friend. But that's the thing. You can, you know, if it wasn't such a beautiful book, I'd say dog ear the pages and get out a highlighter. But please don't do that. Just get some sticky notes or something and mark it up in a nice, respectful way. But seriously, you can go through the different chapters. You can look at the beginning so that you can know where everything's located, and just dip in and out, because it could be that you're interested in decorating. It could be that you're interested in colour. It might be that you need more impact in your rooms. It's all there, and it's all laid out really simply and differently, and there's lots of pretty pictures as well.
One of the things that I would love your expert advice on, two things that I noticed, is that you have done some really lovely little dives into texture and colour, and I was really interested in what you have to say about wallpaper.
Wallpaper is all through this book.
Yeah.
It is so current, it is so brilliant. I love grass cloth papers. There's so many vinyl papers. One of my favourite, actually, well, the inside cover of the book is a wallpaper.
Amazing.
And that's actually a vinyl. One of my favourite wallpapers of all time is that one.
Wow.
Beautiful.
And it's a relatively inexpensive way to completely transform the mood of a room.
Absolutely. And, you know, if you're looking at the cost of a painter and paint,
yes,
it is a little more, but it's not that much more, and the impact can be so much more dramatic texturally, in terms of contrast, in terms of colour. It's absolutely current. It's absolutely something that people should not be afraid of.
And it's kind of a designer's secret, right? So I don't think
not anymore.
Well, no, I don't think the average person considers it. The other thing that I know about you, and I love that you've incorporated into the book, is that you are an art collector and you love art. But I noticed that in the book you've done, you know, beautiful art, like in Jen Hawkins' home. You know, there's some incredible art. But then you've also done vignettes with objects and, you know, probably more affordable art. Do you have some advice for people who want to use art in an unusual space?
Absolutely. Go to art auctions. If you want some good art with integrity, you can get great things that are cheap at art auctions, and they're held once every couple of months in major capital cities. Otherwise, look at things like the designer boys use, for example. You know, they have fan corals that are framed beautifully, or tribal necklaces that are framed. I've used a bunch of that through the book. otherwise, it's all about styling a vignette with things that mean something to you. So it might be something from your travels, whether your travels are around the world or down the shop, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But something that matters to you, and then a stack of books and a candle and some flowers or a little succulent, and that's a beautiful little vignette.
The last thing I'm going to say is one of the other things that I picked up on the book is your use of lighting. You are a genius and you're very fastidious about the use of light.
Well, we all know the importance of good light, right? I mean,
but is that something you love to play with when you are working with the space? Is that one of the first considerations you have?
100%. Generally, it's natural light that I look at very first. So how do I capture more natural light? How do I open up to allow more natural light in? How do you open up the interiors? So in terms of moving walls or reflecting light into a space, that's number one. And then it's about lighting the perimeters of a room so that you get a sense of mood, rather than lighting it like a 7-Eleven where everything is lit and you have a grid of lights across the ceiling, which I think,
kind of imagine your brain is like an Instagram filter, you know, you're lighting and mooding things as you go.
Yes, it is. I walk through every space going click, 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 click. Like that's why I do interiors, because years ago I noticed that I did it automatically, and I thought if I don't do something with this, I'm going to maybe lose it. So it's better that I do it.
I'm glad that you've done it. This book is amazing, honestly. It's kind of like it could be an armchair guide to renovating your home if you're not game to do it, but if you are, it is actually full of invaluable tips, and it's a little bit of Darren Palmer captured in, you know, a decorating Bible. Thank you so much. It's amazing.
Thank
Congratulations.
you for having me. Thanks, Bahar.